give or take and go longer. The Kansas City Chiefs and LA Ram edition of the Sports Gambling of the Bottom Line Bombs on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code BOMBS. And with that, we'll begin the big show of Rams and Chiefs.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?
They're destroying the Chiefs.
I am not a fucking loser!
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum. Put that on camera. You're a creep.
I'm Lou Holtz, and you're listening to the Man and the Box and the Bottom Line Bombast. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Welcome to the Bottom Line Bobs. I'm your host, the Laddie Zaddy, the Bet Detective. Scumbagger Vance, the man in the box, CJ Sullivan. Welcome to a live show here on Monday, 1 o'clock, no matter when you're listening to it, from Eagle Rock, California, here at the SGPN studios. If you're watching on X, hop on over to YouTube so you can jump in the chat like Skirls, who's eating from the curb, watching live. Welcome to the chat there. We have a big show today. Might as well introduce right now. We have special guest, Kansas City Chief correspondent from last year, now pulling double duties, Mr. Brady Novak. Brady Novak,
hi,
welcome.
CJ. Thanks for having me. This is exciting. It's first time in the studio.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's beautiful.
The digs.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, soundproof here. You're in Eagle Rock. You saw the God's Eye out there. 8 TVs.
8 TVs, mostly horse track.
This was mostly horse track. During the day, you always have to have an international horse race going on. It just seems like the degenerate.
There's always something. When I first saw that, I was like, "Is this a rerun?" No. There's always horse racing going on.
Oh, so we have a big show. We'll talk with some Rams. We'll talk Chiefs later. I got another thing we will talk about as well. We have the return of Liev Schreiber.
Oh wow, you got him again this year.
Got him again this year. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get him. He was having a good time in Chicago. When I talked to him, he didn't seem too happy in Buffalo.
Well, because he's more of a Chicago fan than a Buffalo fan. But yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
that's a big get.
Big get. He'll be recapping last week's Hard Knocks, and then of course that starts up tomorrow. But like I said, anyone wants to join the chat, come on over to the Bottom Line Bombs YouTube. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the like and all that. Riff Raff. I was in Spokane this weekend. Did some stand-up comedy in Spokane. Shout out to Ron Pasco, C-Generate, who drove 2.5 hours from Central Washington
Wow.
to see the shows. Hung out, for a little bit. And he's like, yeah, it's Washington. What else you going to do? You drive. That's what you do. It's like, like, oh my God, 2.5 hours. Like, yeah, it's
everything is.
Everything's 2.5 hours away. Beautiful trees up there and a lot of fentanyl.
Nice. Two of my favorites.
Yeah, they make a great combination. It's just bizarre.
I've never been. I've never been to Washington. Hear great things.
Yeah, Eastern Washington and Western Washington very different. I guess you got Western Washington's your Seattles and your Tacomas, and then Eastern Washington is like your Spokane's and it's near Idaho, and they kind of they look back down upon that kind of different kind of life.
Dividing wall.
Yeah, there is Ron Pasco. I'll put you up on the. He's in the studio. Shout out to you, Ron, for showing up to the shows. They let you live. The guy told me. He's like, they like Idaho. They let you live. I'm like, okay, that's a loaded phrase you have there.
Yeah.
But still a great time out there. The fentanyl is definitely a thing. It's just so weird, like, because it's so open. Like, they're strung out, whatever. Like, everything's white up there. Like, you got white strung out people. Their basketball team's white with Gonzaga right there. Like, everything is just like this is just an odd city that's not going to be around any much longer, I don't think. But I will tell Spokane this, and I did. It's like, they're not alone. when it comes to the fentanyl problem. Every turn,
No,
and
yeah,
any
we've
city
got
that
it.
used to have industry now has fentanyl and nothing else.
Yeah. I could have pushed somebody over on my walk here today. I could have pushed somebody over. They were just
till right on over.
standing like a zombie.
I mean, no, I saw some. I don't know. It was a homeless guy with a wheelchair bent over, and some woman was in front of him. But the woman might have been homeless too, just on the way over here too. And she threw this big like orange drink at him, like in the chair, and he just starts wiping off the chair like she's gonna come sit down. I'm like, what?
One guy was doing a farmer's blow in front of me when I was walking. And then I like to play the game bad back or fentanyl.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the posture of a baby shrimp.
Oh, so sad.
Anyway, great time to tell you guys about how the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is doing another break, a card break show. Hold on, let me pull up the ad. I just got this thing for it. Here we go. I have to do this real quick. The Sports Gambling Podcast doing another pack break with DAPS. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Pacific. Get your team now. These teams will sell out. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break and use promo code SGPN for 10% off. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break. You get into the cards, Brady? Do you do that?
Cards?
Yeah, they rip the packs open to the card like foot baseball cards, football cards. You know, you get a team and they stream it. It's a big thing. They call
nice.
And they call them breaks and they rips.
Breaks.
You know.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard about it. I've never seen them.
Tom Brady is into the business now. He just opened up a shop at Wrigley Field. That was a big thing. And that's, I don't know these. It's like athlete's version of wine when they get into tequila, but they get into like breaks now. I guess it's a new thing.
And breaks are. I'm opening a pack and I'm filming putting it
you're
under
getting
a
filmed
camera
and other
I'm
people
showing,
watch. And I guess you can bet on it too. Like it's
like what's in the pack.
Yeah, what's in the pack? Well, you invest a team. Like let's say you pick the Chiefs, or whatever, and then you're hoping to get that rookie, whatever. I guess you pay for a certain amount, and sometimes you'll get the guy who does it in auctions. It's kind of hilarious. Like you got a Cam Ward jersey on, and they start throwing things. It's like it gets you into it. I don't know what it is, but it gets you excited.
Yeah, so you want a Jalen Royals. Yeah.
Oh man, well, Rodney Pasco says he forgot how bad Spokane was. Glad he still has his wallet. They did fine. I don't want to give them shit. It was a great time. But speaking of Tom Brady. I'm glad you're here for this. Before we hop into Kansas City, he had a statue given to him over the weekend in front of New England. The Patriots gave up a statue outside the stadium, and he did a little speech. And ever since that Netflix roast, you know, he's been feeling good about himself. I think he feels like he could just start now. Every time he does a speech, he's going to be this roast comic. And I think he learned quickly that he needs the writers. You know, I don't know if he he kind of did. I don't know, it was impromptu. I bet he did have writers, but he just obviously didn't have the staff he did have for the Netflix roast. So we're gonna bring up here. He had about 3 or 4 jokes. They all bomb kind of hard, but he does some fun things where he kind of just lets it linger, then he plows through. Let me just show it on here. Let me see if I can get it on here. Here we go.
I'm also a little surprised because usually they don't build statues until you're really old, like Vrabel and Brewski. It's not every day you get a statue.
I like how he just plowed right through that one. He lets it linger. He's got that smile. It's so funny him trying to be human.
Yeah,
you know,
he doesn't. That looks like his statue.
Yeah, that's not the statue going up.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, the logo looks like more of a comic than the guy behind him. I mean, he's got that Tom Cruise element to him where he's like an alien trying to act like how he thinks humans are, you know, because like when was the last time he was in society? He doesn't know what's going on there.
No.
So he got the boos from his Patriot fan. Now these are fans here to see a statue of this man be put up. Still getting booed. I mean, not booed, but anyway, that's his first joke. But I like what he plows through. The all seriousness.
At least not one like this. Seeing myself as a statue isn't something I could have imagined growing up.
When he looked up like that, you think that was in his notes? Like at least one like this.
Yeah, it's all stand at the podium and put 2 hands on it.
Oh my God!
That I just hope to make the team. I never dreamed I'd be standing here 2.5 decades later, made of bronze and frozen in time. It actually feels pretty appropriate given my 40-yard dash time. In all seriousness, this is an incredible...
such a long walk off a short plank, as they say for that one. I thought he was gonna go with a Han Solo joke when he started getting into that thing, but then when he holds at those, in all seriousness, my 40-yard time, I'm encouraged you didn't pull the plug at this point, though. But he gets through the set here. I mean,
one of the few times where the true is not the funniest. The truth,
right?
You think truth would be?
Yeah, truth is comedy, not like here. No,
not this time.
I'm humbled to be here today with so many people who helped make this possible. And also, today is the first time in my life that Boston sports writers will describe me as chiseled. So that's a major, major win.
He took that one. He took that one on the chin with photographers and Boston writers running on in the background. Here comes his closer. So that was 3, not too great off the top. Now this closer gets a little bit of a laugh. But the interesting part about this, I'll let you watch it live. But he feels it dying, and he just inserts his own like double punch, and that's a classic comedy mistake when you do that. Like you got to take it on the chin, and be like, how about this?
And this statue isn't just for Pats fans. It'll also give all the Jets fans something to throw their beers at as they leave the stadium every year. Probably in the second quarter. Maybe the third. As for the statue, it's...
What the heck?
Maybe the third.
He wants everyone to like him.
I know, right? That's he doesn't understand when people don't like him. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I feel like he's like an alien doing an impersonation of what he thinks we are supposed to be.
Yeah, comedy is concise. Mm-hmm. He added 4 different words that were unnecessary.
Now
when the Jets leave the stadium every year.
Because it's a divisional game. They're obligated to play each other. It's a home and home.
We play one there and one here.
A lot of displaced Jets fans are in the New England area, and they sometimes, if they don't want to live in the city, they'll live in the Connecticut region.
They'll leave in the second quarter because the blowout will be so much on the Patriots' favor that they'll leave early.
I'm not talking about us losing, of course.
No, it's the Jets losing. Or maybe the third quarter.
They stopped selling alcohol midway through the third quarter, as you know.
That's awesome. Yeah, you need writers.
You need writers.
Those roast shows, for those of you who don't know, the roast show has...
Behind the curtain, because you've been to many central
Let me get
roasts.
behind the candelabra here for a second. Those roast shows have 12, 13 writers for everybody. Yeah. Anybody can use them.
And I always like the headlines coming from, and I get it, writers don't get all the, aren't supposed to get credit for that. That's part of the job. But like, I look at it like, guess what Robert Kraft said about like Gronkowski. Like Kraft did not say that. Someone wrote it for him to say that. Like, but I get it.
And all their friends, the writers' friends, are texting him too throughout the week, going, "Oh, what about this?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he'll have Tom Brady say this." So they're getting 100 jokes.
I think he went budget on those. I mean, I definitely don't even think he wrote those. But I think he might have got like Julian Edelman to write that or something for him. You know what I mean? Like somebody. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, podcast player.
Right, podcast material, because he learned hard. That it's an entire show. He got paid $50 million for that
roast.
Netflix roast.
Yeah.
I mean, worth every nickel though for him. And then he likes to come back. He has some regrets. Okay. Anyway, all right. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick, and let me do a quick read. We'll come back. We'll talk some Kansas City Chiefs after I talk to you guys about my bookie, of course. How can I not talk about my bookie? My book. Remember I told my buddy? I tried to pitch this song to them, to the my bookie heads of my bookie, wherever I bet, he bets my bookie AG. And
I like it.
Yeah, I took it to the CEO. He didn't really like it, but I mean, then there was Kid's Sister. Remember that Kid's Sister? It was a kid. Then it was like a second, like for the girl version, like Kid's Sister. Kid's Sister. Yeah, it was like I guess I didn't realize dolls sell better for girls. I don't know what.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Anyway, we're brought to you by bookie.ag. It's your place about every sport, including MLB, WNBA, golf, and of course, football futures. Accepts customers a ton of locations, easy deposit, lightning fast payouts, even use crypto. I know your preferred choice of
love crypto
payment and deposit. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Now, here's another song from our next sponsor that CO definitely said could be legal problems, but our celebrity spokesman loved it. And that is Rhythm. The rhythm's gonna bet you. Rhythm's gonna bet you. Rhythm's gonna bet you with props. They said not to say it on the air, but they also said make the ad reads my own, so you can't tell me both. Anyway, Rhythm's power trends are now called smart signals. Rhythm continues to crush it with smart signals. The best of what House Model has to offer. They're AI pattern models. They're updated daily. No touts, no noise, just clean data-backed bets. MLB's crushing it. WNBA's crushing it. One that they like, I believe, is Paige Buckets, your favorite player in Washington. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, she's on D.C., right? Oh, no, Dallas. She's on Dallas. Under 22.5 points in assists against the Fever tonight. Maybe it's a sexist AI model, but they like Paige going under. So get your 7-day free trial today. Go to sportsgamepodcast.com/rhythm. And we are back here talking about Kansas City Chiefs.
They're destroying the Chiefs.
Oh, yes. Let me lock in. What do you got there?
Wait, maybe I can.
Whoa. Now, that's a great. I don't want to say it's self-made, or you might have ordered it online. The Kansas City Chiefs there.
I got a new printer for this one.
Yeah, yes, 3D printer. Now, Kansas City Chiefs do need a new celebrity fan. Ever since Chiefaholic went to jail for armed bank robbery in 30 years, he's a legend here.
And they pretend Paul Rudd likes football, or Eric Stone Street. Come on.
Yeah, it seems like they all went away pretty quickly after that Super Bowl. It was fun. It was kind of fun. They do push it. Stone Street, Rudd.
Sudeikis,
yeah.
He always gets it. Sudeikis is a fan of everybody. New York, I saw him courtside for New York.
Right, Caitlin Clark, everything. Yeah, he's a fan whore. I don't appreciate
that either. No,
I don't appreciate his Sudeikis stuff in there. Chiefaholic, we like though. He was the one who robbed banks to fund his Kansas City fandom, to buy tickets and bet parlays on Mahomes, to do it like he would only bet on the Chiefs. Like everything about his sickness was fantastic. But you, of course, are from Kansas City area. Been out here for a long time. You are a Chiefs correspondent last year. What do we think about? First of all, let's recap last year's Chiefs. Last year's Chiefs was an odd year. You guys went 15-2, 17-3 straight up. People call it a luck. Even it's a little over, not too luck. I mean, they were 12-0 in one-score games. That never happens. They had all kinds of weird things happen. Yeah, everything happened, and then of course the Super Bowl, and then
they had young receivers, right? Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. They dropped some passes. They took a little while to get used to.
I will say this though: the offense came down a little bit, and they never had a game last year where all three of them were healthy. Of Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, and Hollywood Brown.
A lot of short passes, none of the deep passes that Mahomes typically does.
Right. The last couple of years, Mahomes, I think it's a weird stat I saw. They only scored 31 points in 4 games in the past 2 years, which is not Chief-like.
No, not at all. And their offensive line was beat up.
Yeah, well, the offensive line, especially in the Super Bowl, was highlighted as not good, obviously, but they shipped some people out. They got some new guys in there. I tell you, I don't know if you saw the preseason game of your Chiefs, but Josh Simmons is their draft pick from Ohio State, and
the left tackle.
Yeah, he looked good. He dropped to them because of injury concerns, but he looked good. So I don't know.
They brought in Jalen Moore, the left tackle from San Francisco, so that they're a little deeper. Yeah. I think
Jalen Moore is interesting. Yeah, he was a backup for the Niners, but he got in there and he was good. He's got all kinds of, I don't know how they do metrics with the offensive linemen, but PFF grade. PFF's like the Bible grade in there, and they like him. So I don't know. Him, Juwan Taylor, Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey. We'll see.
Creed Humphrey, yeah. They're all there.
What's the overall feel, though, the Chiefs? It seems like now, because you got fat and sassy, you have a dynasty, the Kansas City Chiefs, and I feel like this Super Bowl is kind of humbling to them. They never get, it was weird because they never get blown out. There was another stat I saw. The Super Bowl loss was only their 4th loss by double digits in Mahomes' entire career.
Wow.
That's insane.
And I that Super Bowl, I remember against the Eagles, that the Eagles never blitzed because they didn't have to. I mean, they were in the backfield almost every play.
Yeah, they crush it.
They crushed them.
Feach Lamagna, welcome to the chat. He says John Cusack is the worst kind of celebrity fan.
White Sox
and Cubs.
Yeah,
that is
right.
true.
That's right.
Yeah, he's in 8 Men Out. Then he's doing the Cubs.
Yeah, it's like Jimmy Kimmel. He says he's from Las Vegas. He says he's from Brooklyn.
Right, then he's
it's
from
like,
yeah.
Come on. And now he's L.A. when the fires are happening. It's like, come on.
Our good friend, the late great Pat Bryce, used to be always furious about Billy Corgan's fandom because it would always be him on the cover with a crystal ball and like coming out like talking about the Cubs or something like that. Him and Jim Belushi in a magazine shoot. But you're right, Cusack flip flopping White Sox Cubs is inexcusable.
And he doesn't even apologize for it.
No.
He's like, no, it's perfectly fine. More people should be.
Yeah, he's absolutely crazy. That number of Chicago days. There's no world where that's acceptable.
No, Joan only likes the Cubs.
Right,
his sister.
Joan is acceptable, 100%. I would even give Jerry Piven a pass.
No.
Stand-up comic Jeremy Piven I'm talking about. Maybe you guys know him from something else. So yeah, Chiefs. I think they've talked about how to refurbish. Travis Kelce lost some weight. Apparently, he said he was a little lethargic last year. People thought he was going to retire, but he said Taylor wouldn't let him. He has to someone's got to work. I think I think maybe that's his job, because maybe to make an honest woman out of Taylor, so she doesn't have to work anymore.
Yeah,
get his retirement thing.
And I think Noah Gray, probably the other tight end, will get more catches than Travis Kelce this year. I mean, I think he had a good year last year. I think he'll probably get more catches. I think Travis will be in there certainly at the big moments.
I love Noah Gray, and Andy Reid likes him. He always has the insane goal line packages where they do ring around the rosy plays, trick plays, and then you got like Noah Gray, and he wears a similar number to Kelce too, and he always confuses me when I have a touchdown bet on Kelce, and it's a damn Noah Gray sneaking in there. But I like Noah Gray for sure.
Yep. And Taylor's coming off of her Championship Eras tour.
So
she's going to be she's going to be certainly shown.
Yeah.
A big presence.
She's in the Reload tour now this year because they're reloading. It's an insane stat here. Look at Mahomes' record since he was a starter, and he's been starter 7 years now. 12-4, 12-4, 14-2, 12-5, 14-3, 11-6, and 15-2 last year. 11-6 was the worst record he's had.
I mean, and that you asked like, what is the outlook? And I think, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go.
Well, and that's what's like. He's at this point, he's kind of like the Patriots and Tom Brady. It's like I don't see why they would win and go far, and they just do.
Comparing the Kansas City and New England dynasties, I feel like we owed New England an apology. We didn't know, we hated New England, but at least they wanted to be hated. I feel Kansas City, they want to be liked. Like, you can't be liked.
That's very Midwest.
Yeah, it's very Midwest too. I'm like, why? Come on, guys. Even in the commercials, like, no, you're supposed to be, at least New England leaned into their evilness.
I know. I have to explain to my mom every year why they're hated. And she's just like, I don't understand. We have Taylor and Travis. And I'm like, yeah, there's two reasons.
Taylor and Travis. All right, let's pull up the schedule here. See what we're looking at here with the Kansas City Chiefs. We got it on the screen. Oh, maybe I can. Actually, I should be able to throw it on the big screen for us. Here, hold on. That way you don't have to look at your. There we go. And hold on, let me pop this.
And what are they're 11.5 over under wins?
Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. 11.5 over under wins. They're 4-1.
At my casino, anyway. I don't know if you go to a different casino.
Your present number you have 4-1 to win the AFC, 8-1 to win the Super Bowl, -120 to win the division, which is that's a pretty short number. Because who else is going to win the division?
I know the Chargers just lost their left tackle. Yeah. Of course, the Chiefs did lose their strong safety, Bush. Right, he's out for the season. He played in a couple of Super Bowls. Or 3 of the Super Bowls. I don't know. I lose track. So that's a big loss for their defense, but they still have Chris Jones. So
they got Chris Jones. That defense was good.
Yeah.
They lost Mike McDonald. That's what it was, but it'll take some adjusting. But I'm sorry. That's my Baltimore term, not Mike McDonald. Who was I thinking of?
Deion Bush. That's a strong safety they lost for the season.
But they got Spags. I trust in Spagnuolo as their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
All right, week 1, they open up. Just an overall general look at the schedule. Obviously, you're the Chiefs. You're going to be on prime time a lot. You open up in Brazil. I think 5 of your first 8 games are on prime time.
I got Chargers. I'm such a big Kansas City fan. I got Chargers season tickets to watch the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And they're playing in Brazil.
Oh my God. Is that not moving up? I just want to maximize that for you. You can see a little bit on there.
Oh yeah, I got it.
I probably should have done this earlier.
No, I got it.
Well, I mean, we came here at 8 a.m. for rehearsal. It went great, and then we had our third shot at 10 o'clock. And then our quick hike to clear the mind, and then we come back, and now we had to reboot everything. But that's all right. That's what live sports gambling comedy shows are all about. All right, so they open up in Brazil. You had tickets. Now, do they hold over to Brazil? You bought it for SoFi?
No, that's an additional fee. No, it doesn't. It's not included.
So if there's anyone out there in Sao Paulo, is that where they're playing out this year? If you want to hit up Brady Novak at his social handles, at Brady Novak on Instagram, I believe, is that your handle?
Yeah, Brady Novak _.
Yeah. And if you want to buy a pair of tickets for Chargers Chiefs and Brazil coming right up here September 5th, he would love to get them off your hands. What do we think about that with the Harbaugh situation?
Oh, that's a win.
That is a win, right?
Yeah, that's a guaranteed win, especially the Chargers being hurt. And yeah, no, that's a guaranteed win.
I know. I kind of agree with you there. The line's only 2.5 too. I kind of like Kansas City a lot there. And Harbaugh in Brazil too. I just don't.
And they think that the Chargers wanted to play there because they didn't want it to be a home game for the Chiefs. But it's not like there's Charger fans in Brazil. They're going to root for the Super Bowl winners.
Exactly. Like Charger fans are like no, you should be happy you got this game moved to Brazil because all their home games are just home games for whoever they're playing against.
For sure.
Yeah, the Chargers. I mean, the Chiefs fans will take them over. I know the Eagles come on Monday night. Like it just gets packed with the other fans. Chargers I do feel bad for the Chargers because they didn't want to leave San Diego. LA didn't want them to come, but Jerry Jones was like, we just want to make a TV show out of this. So now they were just like couch surfing basically. And now they're in LA and we just have to deal with them,
Interestingly enough, when the Chargers play at SoFi, they pay $1.
They pay $1.
They pay $1 to the Rams. That's true. That's true.
Oh my God. You learned that. You're a new Charger season ticket holder, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I like that.
It works down to $20 a game, my season tickets. It's a standing room only, but it's only $20 a game.
And in a SoFi, that can be anything. You can sit behind a bench with that.
That's true.
Beetlejuice says Chargers are 2 girls, 1 cup. I'm not sure what that means, but
tough to look at.
All right, so they go to Brazil, then they come back, so they'll have a extended stay. Who knows what happens there? You have the Eagles Super Bowl rematch, 4 o'clock game. Incredible.
That's a huge loss.
I don't know. I think I'm going to give this one to you guys. I think Andy Reid, revenge Super Bowl. I mean, you have 9 days, although the Eagles play on Thursday anyway, so both teams will be well rested. But you're right. Coming back from Brazil, though, too, who knows what kind of...
I know. Because, Taylor performs there. She knows where to go. She knows
you got to get your shots when you come back, too. Who knows what kind of, what you're flying back over with.
And you're, getting and crossing that border is much tougher than it used to be. And,
right. There's a travel ban.
Yeah, travel bans. And there's a lot to deal with in Brazil.
All right, you say 1-1. I say 2-0, but that's all right. Now we go to the Giants and an unprecedented. Why is this a Monday Night Football game?
Is it Sunday Night Football? Is that what it is?
This is Monday night.
Monday night they did? Okay.
At Kansas City at the Giants.
Wow.
Maybe you'll get Jackson Dart. Maybe you get Russell Wilson. Maybe you get James Winston. Who knows? It's all a bunch of fun there, but you got to imagine that's a win.
That's a huge win.
Captain Insano says to do the 2 girls, 1 cup. He says it meant the Chargers games they serve ice cream.
Oh,
soft serve ice cream for sure.
And the Eagles game, just a normal 325 game on Fox.
Absolutely,
nothing prime time about that.
No, I know that'll be your America's Game of the Week probably. So you'll probably get Tom. Something. Speaking of Tom Brady, he'll probably be ruining that on his announcing crew.
Yep.
So yeah, So it's not quite a prime time, like you said. It won't be on KCTV5, as the next game will be. Baltimore at home. This is a tough schedule to start off with. Chargers, Eagles, Giants is a win, and Baltimore at home.
Yeah, I got that as a loss. Yeah.
How come?
Because
they got revenge. I mean, it's regular season Lamar.
Yeah, it's regular season Lamar. It's such a tough schedule. You're coming off of a blowout against the Giants.
That's true. You're feeling good about yourself.
It's going to be tough.
All right. Okay. You got them at. You have them at 2-3 right now.
2-2. Yeah.
2-2. Right. 2-2. Week 4. Now at Jacksonville on a Monday night again. What is going on?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, Travis Hunter. You got Travis Hunter.
Hey, listen, I'm big on these Jaguars this year.
How does that work on Travis Hunter?
Oh, that's Liam Cohen. His opening press conference. He tried to get himself with the fans.
Duval.
As a fantasy commissioner,
yeah.
If Travis Hunter intercepts the ball on defense, do I get a point for that?
Interesting. If you're starting at wide receiver,
yeah.
You'll get the an individual interception point. That's a great question.
Wow. So then if he returns an interception
for a touchdown,
and I have the Jacksonville defense, I mean, we're talking 12 points.
We know who your first 3 picks are going to be. I'll take Travis Hunter, wide receiver, Jacksonville defense, and Travis Hunter, the defensive back, please.
All right. It's good to know. Sorry for the little sidebar.
No problem. And the good thing you brought up, Brandy's are part of the famed CCFL Fantasy Football League, and I know there's a lot of people interested in who we're going to take as our keeper. And I know you texted something in the thread about Jalen Wright.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed the other backup from Miami, Alexander Madison, hurt his spine, which is not good. He is now out for the spinal. He is now out for the season.
Oh no! Yeah. I'm laughing at not at the spine.
You're laughing at the spine injury. That's fine. We'll get to that in a little bit when we talk Matt Stafford and the Rams. There is an interview they gave with Alexander Madison, asked if he think he could be bounced back this year and what kind of injury it is.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
I have that.
Thoughts and prayers, Alex.
Yeah, absolutely. I have Jaguars. I have that as a win for the Kansas City
Chiefs. There you go. Win for Kansas City Chiefs. I'm big on the Jaguars, but that Monday night's a little too much for them to chew, especially up down there. There's the pool down in the stadium there. I like the town of Jacksonville, but yeah, they're not ready for that game. But now's your Sunday night game at home versus Detroit Lions. Now without Ben Johnson, I think you got to win this game.
Yeah,
right?
That's a win.
Yeah, absolutely, that's a win.
Yep.
And then you have your Raiders coming into Kansas City. Let's wrap that. This is 3 home games in a row. This is a nice stretch. Detroit, Vegas, and Washington on a Monday night. Good God. Why don't we just have a camera crew? Why don't the Chiefs just tell us, when do you want to play Kansas City? We'll put it out there. Thursday night, must-see TV. This is amazing.
I got a loss against Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
On Monday night?
Monday night, NFC team coming off of some big games. Mm-hmm. You can't win them all.
Well, this is what I think about these Kansas City Chiefs in general. I think they're going to be a better team than they were last year, just not win-loss record-wise. Because 15-2 is just a lot of things going their way, obviously.
Yeah.
We'll count the wins up here, but I think as a whole, as a team, they're going to be better. I think the offensive line should be better. And there's receivers. Of course, what is they don't know yet, but they said they are going to suspend Rashee Rice. We just don't know how long. I like when the NFL is like, we're just trying to figure out what you guys will tolerate for a minimum. Like, okay, we did a Ray Rice thing. That you guys didn't like that. Once you saw the video that it was only 3 games, can we suspend them less than what we suspended Justin Tucker for massages? What's the good balance? You tell us, public, about hit and run speeding and fleeing from the cops, but I don't know. I think he's only going to get a couple games, Rashee Rice. They're a very fast receiver group.
Yeah, they are fast.
All right, so Detroit win, Vegas win, Washington loss, and now at Buffalo.
I got that as a loss.
I think that's what Kansas City does this year. They play a lot of the top teams, and you let them feel good about themselves. Yep. You let them beat Kansas. You let them beat themselves.
You don't show them everything.
Right, exactly. Because they know they're going to
get into the playoffs. Yeah, because they're not going to. They're not going to not win the division.
Right. They're going to win a division. They're getting a home playoff game. And God forbid, all right, we'll go somewhere else for the AFC Championship game, which they're in every single year.
Yeah.
So now you have a week 10 bye, which is good for your veteran teams. You want a later bye, right? When things start aching up on you. Don't want it too early. Mm-hmm. You want to make that second. It's literally split in half, which I kind of like. So at Buffalo, lost bye week. Now your season starts.
Yep. You got to win against the Broncos coming off the bye.
Mm-hmm. I like that. They always play Denver well in Denver, I thought. Then you got the Colts at home. The Colts look like a disaster.
Yeah, Colts win.
You got a Colts win.
I just saw the Cowboys live. They don't look good.
Another one on KCTV. Now that's on Thanksgiving, Brady. Thanksgiving at Cowboys. You were just at the Rams-Cowboys preseason game.
Yeah.
Things are going, vibes are very good with Dallas right now. Owners are telling people, owners are literally pleading to their fans not to lose sleep over their contract negotiations.
Yeah.
So what do you think Thanksgiving? When was the last time the Chiefs played on Thanksgiving? That hasn't been a while, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah. So that's middle of the day. That'll be fun. Right during when food is served there. Maybe we'll be out on the same.
I feel like they maybe played at Thanksgiving not too long ago, but I don't know.
Well, now they're becoming the Christmas team. They actually said they want to be known as the Christmas team and do the whole Netflix and red and like that be their brand, which is obnoxious.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
I have a win against the Cowboys.
Sorry, LeBron. It's us now. Win against the Cowboys 100%, and that'll be great. Everyone will be Chiefs fans that day. Anytime you can humiliate the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, that's just incredible. All right, so we beat Denver, we beat Colts, we beat Dallas 3-0 coming out of the gate. I like that.
Got Houston, we beat Houston.
That's another Monday nighter. My Lord, this is amazing.
Yeah, getting Houston because they're getting ready for the playoffs.
Yep.
And they got to kind of show Houston they're not ready for the playoffs.
And now we have Chargers in Kansas City.
Yeah, that's a win.
That's also a win. Sweep these Chargers.
And of course, Tennessee, that's a win.
Tennessee is Tennessee.
Tennessee win
for sure. At Tennessee, it could be this second half of the schedule really opens up for them. Yeah, I want to give there's always a one game that kind of slips, but they still win them. That's the difference between Kansas City. Like they'll have a bad effort, like that game at Carolina, but and at the end, like Mahomes, will be like, we're still gonna win though, right? We didn't come out here not to win the game, but we'll play bad. We won't cover, but we'll win.
Yep.
Now comes Christmas night at home versus Denver. This is a monster game.
It is. And they don't really play well on Christmas.
Nah.
I mean, they got beat by the Raiders Christmas a couple years ago.
You were at that game live, right?
Yeah.
Terrible. But you know why that was playing chess, not checkers? Because that got the Raiders to hire Antonio Pierce for the full year as a coach, and they were so that set the Raiders back like 5 years.
Yeah,
that's an organization. That's why Andy Reid's playing games that we don't understand.
What they gotta stay at a hotel the night before the game, right? I mean, that's what for those at home game they have to do that because I think family's in town.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with family, and it's like, well, I got to go out to the stadium in a couple hours and play. Like, it's just too many distractions to play on Christmas.
Yeah, you want to be on the road on a holiday. Like last year, didn't they play at Pittsburgh last year on Christmas and they got the win?
That's what you want to be on the road.
That's what you know. You want to be home around, and
if you are at home, treat it like a road. Then, of course, you got the Raiders.
All right, so that's a loss on Christmas. You're saying
that's a loss on Christmas.
Okay, and then we have the Raiders. Now maybe the division's wrapped up. We're resting starters, but it's in Las Vegas, Week 18, 1st January. We were just talking about this in the studio during our rehearsal for the show here, during the meetings, the pre-show meetings. We need to go attend this game, right?
Yeah, we got to go to this game. Vegas needs us.
Vegas does need us. Vegas is hilarious. Chargers, the fans infiltrate the film. Vegas, they just infiltrate the town. They just come in there and Vegas just literally just all sell their tickets, and that's how they're going to get out of the recession that apparently they're in right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a home game for Kansas City.
We've been to that stadium. It's amazing too. Kind of like SoFi, but it's black hockey puck they call it. Suites can be a bit pricey, but yeah, we got to work on that. That'll be a great game, especially. Is Carson Wentz still the backup quarterback for Kansas City? I don't think he's.
No, Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. Oh, that's amazing.
And then
so that's a Gardner Minshew revenge game.
It's a revenge game, and then you got Zappy behind him. So it's just the best.
That's a great quarterback room. Right there.
Isn't that great?
I have a feeling Mahomes like, okay, listen, Carson Wentz is good, but I don't want to talk to him. I don't want him around the meetings all year, Andy. Let's ship him out. But Gardner Minshew is a fun. He coached and he quarterbacked the Raiders last year or 2 years ago. That's I bet he starts in that game.
Yeah, I got to win.
Got to win that game. That's a sweep. That's Kansas City. So that's second half of the schedule.
I got him at 12-5.
And that'll go over the 11.5 wins. I like it.
It will. And last year when I did this segment, I said over, and I was correct.
You were correct. So I went well over for sure.
Well over.
100%. That is amazing. So over 12.5. So 12 wins. Win the division, obviously. -120. That might even be a better bet than the over 11.5, just because there's no way they're not going to win that division.
What do they play? 16 games or 17?
17 games.
17.
Now. So
12-5.
It is a little bit different there. 12-5. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to say? They're not going to make the AFC Championship game? They do it every single year. Like everyone wants to be like, yeah, this is when they come down. I mean, I think they're going to be more motivated than ever, these Kansas City Chiefs.
Stay healthy, you know. But Minshew, I don't know.
Incredible. Gardner Minshew. Speaking of backup quarterback. So, and also, what are you thinking? I mean, I like to say no in the Super Bowl. Why not? Why? I mean,
well, I have them losing to the Bills in the AFC Championship.
Oh, interesting. I mean, obviously it's Bills, Ravens. Now, what about Joey?
No, I don't know they're going to play the Bills. You know, I don't know. I just want you to know that's what I think. That's the way I see it.
I know. It looks like it is between them, the Bills, Ravens, and possible Cincinnati Bengals. People like it.
Of course.
You got Joe Burrow head. I was just watching the QB Netflix show.
And you know what? Allen just got married, so maybe they're not. The Bills aren't all that this year.
Yeah. Well,
you know maybe he's distracted, but I think it's kind of like I want to be out of the house. You know.
Well, I'm glad you said it because we'll ask Liev Schreiber coming up at the end of the show. He's calling in to recap the Hard Knocks, and they're in Buffalo. So that's a great thing. So, all right, let me, I just talked about rhythm. That's going to do it for the Kansas City Chiefs. We got over 11.5 wins. There wasn't too many props I really liked with Kansas City as far as bet wise. I mean, I don't know. There's not too much great value there. Maybe Xavier Worthy because you don't know how Rashee Rice suspensions are going to go, but I don't know. It's like almost I'll believe it. I say if that offense gets back to be the way it used to be.
Yeah.
But they'll be there. That's all I know. That's one of the safest bets you can do. But now let's talk about one of my favorite places, Brady, and that's Circa Casino.
Oh yes.
The Circa Casino, which is the world's greatest sports book at Circa Las Vegas. They're hosting the world's biggest pro football contest. The Circa Million, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo with over $20 million in guaranteed prizes. Can't call yourself a true degen if you're not competing in Circa football contest. Hang out with SGPN at the Circa contest weekend, August 21st through 23rd, for an amazing weekend, which includes live shows, Radio Row, open bars. You get 15% off. You stay at Circa with the promo code SGP15. Contests are open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere else with official proxy, which we also sponsor, sgfootball.com. Promo code SGP, you get $50 off your proxy. Come out for sign-up weekend. I'll be out there, the man in the box, Stephanie Smalls, Sean and Ryan, Radio Row. That'll be a good time. So, Circa contest. Make sure you come out. Also, Underdog. I talked to you about Underdog. I don't have a song for Underdog, but I do have a slide to put up. Best Ball Mania is happening. Speaking of millions, all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million for first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best Ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Sign up with promo code BOMBS. Claim your special pick. First time deposit up to $1,000. UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code BOMBS. And we're back here on the Bottom Line Bombs. I am your host, C.J. Sullivan, along with Brady Novak. I want to thank him for coming in to talk Kansas City Chiefs. He's our KC insider. Now we switch over to the Los Angeles Rams, and I want to welcome everyone to CJ, Mr. Brady Novak.
Oh, hey, thank you, CJ, for having me.
Wow,
Hi.
look at that.
Good to see you.
Wow, a different costume. Now, what happened? I thought you were the Kansas City guy, but you're also...
Well, no, I'm just like the Rams. I mean, I'm not like John Cusack.
They used to be a Missouri team, right? They were the St. Louis. Was that where it was?
I followed them out here from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of Stan Kroenke, their CEO.
Great man.
President.
Great owner.
Great guy.
Yeah.
When they came to Los Angeles, the housing prices went from like 150,000 to 300,000 one weekend, and it was like, oh, I guess that's where they're going to put the stadium. And then he bought up all the houses,
much like the Dodgers when they
that's right.
when they flew over in a helicopter. He goes, what about can we put it right there? Well, there's 100,000 Mexican people living there. Yeah, I know. Give it to them. Toss them aside and call it Chavez Ravine.
Yep.
But that is amazing. So you were just at SoFi.
I was. I took a train and 2 buses to get there. 3 trains on the way back. Walked over an hour. Bottom Line Bombs sent me there to.
We sent you over there to do some scouting.
Club seats. Thank you to see them play the Cowboys in the preseason game.
Was the mariachi band there?
They still have the mariachi band, although their DJ was white this time. So I don't know if that's just a preseason thing or if if DJ Charisma, the Mexican American woman, is going to come back for the regular season. But the DJ was white, which was kind of disappointing. But the Mariachi Rams are there, their house band, and it's just the best. It's the best place in the world.
It really is. Feach says ram it. The main show. Do you know the ram? I don't have it on.
Yeah, ram it. Sure.
That's one of the most amazing songs.
This year, I don't think they did this last year, but they on the opening kickoff they go, "Get ready for the Rampede," and then Rams come out. And
Eric Dickerson, who still obviously comes around. Before he was off their list. Now he's back, but he's got a great job title name. His official job title is the Rambassador. So I like it. Legend Eric Dickerson. So yeah, let's talk some LA Rams. You've embraced the LA sports team culture. I know you're still a Chiefs fan, obviously, but
yes.
You live here now, so you accept it. We've gone to many Rams games. Their tailgate is phenomenal as well. That's
when I had to go to 2 different lids to buy a Chargers hat and a Rams hat because the lids on Hollywood wouldn't let me buy the same hat there. They're like, you can't be a Rams fan and a Chargers fan. Who are you, John Cusack?
They're very loyal to
But
that.
I do. I live here.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I'm not loyal.
Nor should you. But that's LA.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Exactly what we embrace. So the Rams are interesting. Their win total is 9.5, but they were 11-8 last year. They were very good. They started out 1-4, I believe. Then they went 9-3. They got hot. They almost beat the Eagles in the playoffs. They're the team to play the Eagles the closest for sure.
They lost Cooper Kupp.
They did lose Cooper Kupp,
but they got Devontae Adams. Big upgrade, I would think. Right? I like Devontae Adams. Tutu Atwell at wide receiver too.
They gave him a contract. A lot of people didn't understand that, but that's what your guy McVay likes to do. He likes to do gadget plays with your tutus and out there.
And they didn't play in the preseason game, or maybe maybe they did. I was just getting a $15 vegan hot dog when they were out there. But there were wide receivers. The other receivers they have are great.
Yes, they the rookie receivers from last year were all good. They have a bunch. Yeah, they have a bunch of receivers that I appreciate. That can do well. The Jordan Addington, was that his name? Or
Xavier Smith, number 19.
He's not bad.
He's
at
fast.
All. Now there was no Jimmy Garoppolo. Everything changed. This was the huge buzz team coming into the season. There were 22-1 to win the Super Bowl, like 11-1 to win the NFC because they had that young defense. And now this Matthew Stafford news came out, where he had to visit a spine specialist 3 times in 2 weeks, get an epidural, and you hear McVay talk about just pop it in for an epidural, like you're going to get an adjustment,
like he's having a baby.
And
supposed to be back today.
Yeah,
Stafford.
And that also got delayed. It's not happening today, but he will be coming back. And I agree, he will play week 1. But then after that, who knows if his I just like how sports guys and like sports talk, they like to insert themselves because he's like they can relate to Stafford. Like, listen, I'm 43 and I know when my back is bad. I can't get around on my driver anymore. I've been slicing everything to the right. Like, it has nothing to do with what Matthew Stafford has to go through.
They said during the game he looked good throwing balls. He was just 20 miles away in Woodland Hills. But no Jimmy G in preseason. It was Stetson Bennett the 4th. Played the entire game, looked great.
We're all rooting for Stetson Bennett.
16 for 24, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns in the preseason game against the Cowboys.
Unbelievable! What a game!
He looked great. I think they're going to throw the ball deep too, because their running backs are fantastic, and their receivers are fast. I think we're going to see a lot of deep balls from the Rams.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this Rams team. Well, Kyren Williams, of course, great running back. I like that Jacquez Hunter.
He didn't play. Yeah, Kyren Williams didn't play unless it was when I was getting my $25 loaded chicken nachos. But no, they're number 22 running back Blake
Corum, who they drafted last year out of Michigan.
And fans next to me were saying he's finally showing up.
Finally
at that game.
About damn time.
And then they have that kid from Auburn.
Jacquez Hunter.
He squats 645 pounds. Wow. He runs people over.
And he's explosive. He's 100-1 win offensive rookie of the year. I don't mind that play,
I don't either. But then you had Cody Schrader, who came from San Francisco. He had like 5 carries for 59 yards.
Well,
he was incredible.
We all know whoever gets that. I mean, listen, we don't wish injury upon anyone. No, obviously. Kyren Williams used to be very injury prone, but he played last year, all year, and the year before that, and they just gave him money, so that helps. But if he does go down, The Rams running back spot is a gold mine, fantasy wise, stat wise, anyway, because McVay, he doesn't really split it up. He doesn't do 3 or 4 guys. He gives one guy until their career dies. Like Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, right, I'm going to run you into the absolute ground. I'll give you a contract, but then that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Regular season, those guys are going to get run to death.
But I'm excited. If Stafford could be healthy, I am excited for the team. Puka Nacua, obviously amazing. He is 16-1 to win Offensive Player of the Year. But I'm more excited for, at least betting wise, Devontae Adams. Like you said, Devontae didn't. None of these guys played, right?
No, of course not. Cowboys didn't have anyone playing either.
So Devontae had to have a awkward moment because I don't know if you saw the Netflix show Receiver, where Devontae Adams was one of the receivers, and there's this famous clip that goes viral where he's in Vegas and he's complaining about Jimmy Garoppolo's passes and how he's trying to kill him, and he's like, "This guy's trying to kill me. I need to get out of this city. Like I need to get off his team, out of town." And they do a montage of Garoppolo's passes, just like laying them out, getting crushed, And now they're back here in Los Angeles, and he had to go like, "Hey, it's just for the TV, right? Like you were mic'd up during the game. What are you talking? It wasn't a segment." I know, but hey, we're gonna have to work this out. So, all right, let's see what else they have. They signed DJ Humphries, their offensive line. That's also a problem. Their tackle, Alaric Jackson, who is the anchor, he's having blood clots right now.
Yeah.
That's not an injury you like to hear either. Blood clot. You don't like to hear spinal injuries or blood clots.
No, because the only way to fix blood clots are blood thinners, and you don't want to play football on blood thinners.
It makes you lethargic a little bit.
Well, you bruise easily. Your blood doesn't clot.
Defensive wise, their secondary wasn't good, but they have a young defensive line. Jared Verse was awesome. He's 17-1 to lead the league in sacks.
Their punter, Ethan Evans, had 2 kicks over 80 yards.
80-yard punts.
Oh, 80-yard punts. One in the end zone, one at the 5-yard line.
These punters nowadays.
I know. It was incredible.
Did anyone hit the scoreboard?
No, it's so far up there. And, it's open in the middle. But, yeah, they don't even come close.
That is interesting. Oh, man, we're running a little late. Let's pull up the schedule here. Let's go real quickly through the Rams schedule. No, I'll pop through here. That's the Chiefs. And here's our Rams. Now, they travel, as you know this as a Rams fan, second most only to the Chargers, 34,832 miles across 44 time zones across the entire schedule. That is a lot of travel.
That's a lot.
But Sean McVay will know what to do. That's the thing. There's over-under is 9.5 wins. They're plus 210 to win the West, 11-1 to win NFC, 22-1. If Stafford breaks down, I just trust Sean McVay.
Yep.
6 of his 8 years, he's made the playoffs, and they've gone over 9 wins. So, he's just...
Yep. Yeah, he's learning every year. It's great.
They had 16 rookies on the roster last year. I mean, he coaches them up, as they like to say.
Yeah.
So they start off Texans at home at SoFi. That's got to be a win, right?
That's a big win.
Yeah, let's blast through a bunch of these. At Tennessee.
That's a win.
That's a win. At Philly, that's one of those that's one of those East Coast trims. And then, although Jared Verse said he has that date circled on his calendar because of the playoffs last year. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. The snow game.
So they're not going to forget that game's on the schedule because he circled it. So. They got to watch out for that.
Colts win.
So they're 3-1 out the gate. And then on Thursday night versus the Niners. Now you don't like when those Niner fans come down there.
No, it's no fun. You're gonna lose that game.
Yeah,
it's no fun. They're the worst.
Then at Baltimore, that's a tough
that's a loss.
That's a loss out there. At Jacksonville in London. Jacksonville does do London pretty well.
Yeah, they do. It's kind of like a home game for them.
Right. They know what they're doing over there. That could be a tricky game.
I have them in winning that game, though.
The Staffords will like a nice vacation over there. Kelly Stafford likes to bring the kids over. They'll go early. They'll have a nice itinerary, if you will, a European vacation itinerary. Then they come back for a bye week, which is nice. Saints, they look like a nightmare. They look like they might not win a game all year.
Yeah, Saints are tough. That's a win.
Now you have a revenge game at San Francisco.
Got that as a loss.
Yeah,
though.
that's definitely a loss. Seahawks at home.
Do people like the Seahawks?
They're weird. You have Sam Darnold replacing Geno Smith.
Yeah. Their
defense is good. They're just kind of blah.
Defense maybe,
they lost DK Metcalf, of course, and I don't know.
Right, yeah. Well, I got that as a win.
Yeah, let's rack it up as a win, especially at LA. Then Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield. Now Baker Mayfield, he kind of owes McVay resurrecting his career. Remember when they signed him with like 3 days off the scrap heap, and he won that Monday night game by himself on the last drive? Yeah, which was amazing.
It's a day before Thanksgiving, or it's November 23rd. Let's see, the week before. So I got that as a loss.
All right, well, there's a loss here. Let's just go through this real quick. Then at Carolina could be tricky.
Yeah, I got that as a win.
We got to do a win though. At the Cardinals.
That's a win.
Week 15. I love the Lions game. I mean, how many times are we going to do the Stafford versus Goff Lions game? For God's sakes, can we cancel that show already?
We have Detroit fans that are already buying tickets to that, so that's a loss.
That's a Lions loss. Thursday night at Seattle. I can see Seattle pulling that one off.
I got it as a
I don't know
win.
if you noticed, Brady, but Seattle is allowed to have 12 men on the field. They
I didn't know
they
that.
have a 12th man.
They can have 12th men?
Yeah, the only team that's legally allowed to have 12 men.
Well, that's unfair.
I know. And then Monday night at Atlanta. That's interesting as well. Michael Penix down there at Atlanta that Christmas weekend.
I got that as a win, though.
Yeah, why not? And then at home versus Cardinals.
Are Cardinals supposed to be good?
Someone called Kyler Murray a tater tot online the other day, and that got a pretty good laugh out of everyone. he threw a pass. It was granted it was preseason, but he threw an interception. Like if you're playing the video game, you panic and you hit the wrong receiver button. You know, it was like directly at him. Like, what are you like? Even the defender's like, what are you doing? So we're gonna say no on that. So let's give it a win. So there we go. How many wins is that?
I got 11-6.
Let's hit that over. There we go.
They look great.
They do look great. So it all depends on Stafford's health, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're a team that can win the NFC, I think.
I think so. I got them losing in the NFC Championship game.
All right. To who?
We'll say the 49. Well, let's say
that'd be interesting. That's how it was a couple years ago when they went to the Super Bowl.
But that's 3 losses to the 49ers in the year. I guess they can do that.
I like that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the 49ers.
Shanahan does typically own McVay.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation.
11-6.
All right. There it is. The LA Rams brought to you by Brady Novak and
Spinal.
Thoughts and prayers go to Matthew Stafford's spine. It all depends on him, but like I said, I like over 9.5 as well, only because of McVay. All right, that'll do it for the Rams and Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you very much, Brady. Now, can you stick with us here to wrap up this show here?
Yeah, Carr doesn't pick me up for another few minutes.
Because we do have Liev Schreiber. Actually, let me see if I can pull him up here. Now, Liev Schreiber is a huge star of the show. He recapped. He was lucky. He was fortunate to join us last year and recap each episode in Chicago Hard Knocks, and he's agreed to do it again this year. Now they're in Buffalo, and the Degenerates, the fans were clamoring for them. Everyone's excited for Liev Schreiber. So Brady, help me welcome back to the Bottom Line Bombs, one of our favorite guests of all time, Mr. Liev Schreiber. Liev Schreiber.
Hi, Liev.
Hi. Brady. Hi.
Hello. Hi, Liev.
Guys, I'm enjoying the show.
Oh, thank you. You came in a little early and tuned in a little bit. We appreciate you coming on once again, though, Liev. This is how go ahead.
Well, are you? Yeah. I mean, are you ready for? Should we just go? Do you just want to go?
Yeah, sure. No, of course. You're up there in Buffalo. Last week was the first episode. Tomorrow's the second episode. It's definitely a different vibe than Chicago last year. How are you liking Buffalo so far?
I'm contractually obligated not to comment.
All right, fair enough. I know people were. I mean, I don't want to steer you in any way, but some people online were saying it was a little. It just seems like a little more dull. I think less things to do in Buffalo than Chicago. I know.
Oh my God!
I'm not saying either way, but the Bills look good.
Well, let me just say to those detractors that we got him, and his big dick. I'm sorry, my cat just scratched me.
Oh, sorry, Liev.
You guys are always all veterans don't do the show. It's a distraction. Right. Boom! First shot, wide, empty bleachers. Then Mr. Big Dick himself, the MVP, quarterback, Josh Allen. If he was only 15% more attractive, he'd be a fashion model, and none of us would have ever heard of him. But luckily for the Homer Simpsons of Buffalo, he's a Western New York 10, and he's got a slithery 11-foot python.
Wow. Oh, man.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I skipped ahead. Defensive end AJ Epinesa got a slithery 11-foot python, which he caught in a swamp, I guess. I don't know. They didn't really say. Are there those snakes in Buffalo? I don't know.
Yes, you're right. That was a weird thing. They showed a photo of defensive end with a snake. So yeah, not Josh Allen's unit. An actual snake you're talking about, the foot python. So I don't know if he caught that in Buffalo or not.
Just think of what we left on the cutting room floor of this tantalizing episode. I mean, what's more Buffalo than real men in a barbershop talking about swamp snakes? How about donuts? Not the sugary treat the Homer Simpsons of Buffalo long for, but badass 80s rock and roll donuts. Rubber meets asphalt donuts. Smoke rising like the ghosts of the fireworks unused by Buffalo in an AFC Conference Championship game for over 40 years. Donuts. Is that too? Did you get that? I
got you what you're saying there. Right?
I didn't know. Maybe you could cut out a couple of those words. I'm trying to say the Buffalo Bills haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1994, which is when they lost 4 straight. Jim Kelly, right?
Yeah, Scott Norwood, of course. But you're right. They lost 4 straight, Liev.
Thank you. They lost 4 straight. But offensive tackle Deion Dawkins isn't going straight. He's going swirly in his drift car and stuff. You know?
You're right. That was weird. They were showing Deion Dawkins doing donuts in the car with his kids in the passenger seat too. That was that was odd.
Kids, it's Buffalo. What are you gonna do? They got no roller coasters. I don't think. I haven't seen one. I'm looking at the skyline.
Liev, man. I feel like Buffalo's already beaten you down. It's only been a week so far.
Contractually, I can't comment. So you said that it's not good. People aren't liking the show.
No, they started to get a little more. Maybe talk about last year's loss to the Chiefs. Now controversial it was with the drop pass, but I don't know. They just went right into Buffalo. And you're saying guys doing the donuts and I guess the alligators. Josh Allen is kind of a goody two shoe. Doesn't seem like whatever, but
I don't know what we're doing anymore. I didn't even do. Did you notice? I didn't even do any fun narration. I could have said Buff. Okay. Here's one off the dome. Ready?
Okay, off the dome.
Buffalo Bill was a famous gunslinger, and the Buffalo Bills have one of the league's best, quarterback Josh Allen. Why didn't I do that?
Oh, that's amazing. See, that's the old Liev I know.
Yeah,
See, he's got to punch it back up there. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's get back. Drifting. Right. He's going swirly. He's going swirly. Okay, here we go. And speaking of swirly, cornerback Tre'Davious White introduced his trade day Sunday, an astute and practical update on restaurant and brewery BJ's world-class dessert, the Pizookie. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Haley, I did it. Haley said I couldn't sneak in a BJ reference if it wasn't about her husband's dick.
Oh, you got sponsorship and you're talking to A-list celebrity actors up there in Buffalo. See, things aren't that bad.
I like the word Pizookie. Well, we're in the Marvel universe together. I technically qualify.
Oh, that's true. You are. Absolutely. So yeah, that ice cream segment, right?
Ice cream, yeah. I think we have to do one of these every year. I don't know, right? Aren't we always going to ice cream? I don't know. Ice cream.
I know it was a little bizarre. It showed kind of how dull it was, but they showed the practice. The team looks good. You had some old Bills show up.
Yeah, I'm flipping through my notes here. Okay. What else? Oh, okay. Most famous non-murdering Bills running back Thurman Thomas showed up and negged the offense. So we got that. Here's the killers, right?
Right.
Mr. Brightside, more like missed it wide right. Yeah. I'm Mr. Wide Right. I missed it wide right. It fits. And if you're gonna just do like a theme, you're just gonna just make a theme. I don't know. Maybe don't choose something that's so easily parody, right? I missed it wide, right? I just want to put that in the brains of all the trolls. If you go to a game in Buffalo, just sing that, and maybe we can spread it. Buffalo's the worst. I mean, I don't strike that. Can you edit? Can you edit that?
This is going live, Liev, but as you know, that's when we put it on the other channels, we'll scrape it together. But for one, I think you got your juice back when you combine Scott Norwood, O.J. Simpson, Thurman Thomas, and the Band of Killers in one bit. I mean, that is only stuff that Liev Schreiber can do.
Listen, I like the Killers. Brandon, whatever his name, he's a friend of mine, and it's such a weird milquetoast band, and it fits Buffalo, I guess. It's perfect. But just wait next week. Here's the thing. This is right. We've just been like holding back some of these references, and maybe that's why the show's been boring. But we haven't even gotten to Buffalo Wings yet. You know?
I know that's
wait
impressive.
Until we oh baby, I don't know what I'm gonna write for that. I'm thinking something like the Bills' offense was soaring like it had wings. Buffalo wings, right?
Now that's nice. That's right back on Spawner.
Maybe like buffalo wings. There's many different flavors of buffalo wings, just like there's many different flavors of players.
Hey, that's why leaves leave. Brady. Not everyone can do this. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
I know there's a bit.
Who's speaking right now?
Sorry.
That's Brady Novak. He's joining us in studio. Sorry,
Liev. BJ, loved you on The Office.
Yes.
And then I get a two BJ. I got two BJs in there that neither of them have to do with Josh Allen's dick. So ka-ching, another ka-ching.
Oh,
Suck it, Haley.
Suck it, Haley. That's exactly what he says. We'll leave. I hope things turn around for you next week. I'm not going to say you're out of it, but you still got it in there. I think it's going to be a great season up in Buffalo, and just give the city a little chance. Maybe you'll find other things to explore. Fans here on the chat are saying there's a lot of stuff to catch in there, not just the battle between blue cheese and ranch, which they have, but yeah, they look down upon ranch. Just to give you a heads up.
That's why. Okay. That makes a lot of sense because last night was an ordeal. You know, they put the celery on the plate, but no one eats it.
Right. It's for aesthetics.
I don't know. These guys just eat a little vegetable. Like, it's like a net. I think you burn calories by eating celery. Some of these Homer Simpsons might need to look into their diet.
Like a third Homer Simpson reference. I like when Liev pounds that joke.
Well, you got to do 3. That's the rule of comedy. I don't know. I did study comedy at the IO West.
IO West. You are classically trained.
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, Liev, we're looking forward to Hard Knocks episode 2 tomorrow night. Thank you for coming on and recapping it, and we hope to see you next week.
Yep. I mean, I'm here, so I'll be. All right. I'm here.
Enjoy. We can't wait for those wing puns next week. It's fantastic.
Well, hey, it might be a finale. You never know when we're going to get to the wings. We might be. I mean, come on, think of it. It's going to be really good when we can't
blow that in the first episode. You're a good call on holding that out.
Thank you.
All right, Liev. Appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Liev.
Liev Schreiber. Oh, whoops.
Wow.
I thought it was, I know. That was like the Wizard of Oz. I just pulled him out of the curtain. I thought he hit his camera. That was on me. That was great. Anyway, Liev Schreiber, everybody. Fantastic. And that's going to pretty much do it for today's show. I also want to thank Brady Novak, Kansas City Chief, Los Angeles Rams insider. Thanks for coming in here. Thanks for everyone who joined the chat. Beetlejuice, Captain Insano, Feach, Ronnie Pasco, Scott Skrills. I forgot about you to pull you up here, who is up there first and out. Everyone else who joins the chat. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. CJ Sullivan was taken, or on X, CJ Sullivan _ Like and subscribe to the YouTube you're watching right now, The Bottom Line Bombs. Brady Novak, do you have anything you'd like to plug out there to get stuff out there? I know Liev brought up your office episode and your community episodes.
Yeah. No, nothing.
Socials or anything like that? Nah.
I'm good.
Just well, you definitely catch him at SoFi during the Chargers game. Standing room only in the background, which is plenty of room to stand in there. All right. So without further ado, that's going to do it for today's show. Lou, take it away.
I'm Lou Holt, and you're listening
I
to
forgot
the
to do a
Man
video of
and
him.
the Buck and the bottom line, Bob Bass. Good luck to you. And people that are productive. I'm Lou Holt.
I can't get enough of it.
Listening to the Man and the Buck
The video.
and the bottom line, Bob Bass. Good luck to you.